Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com. And today, as we continue our series on my favorite Thich Nhat Hanh teachings, today we are speaking about why just by sitting, you are already a Buddha. Just by sitting, you are already a Buddha. This is a teaching that it's one of the coolest things that I've heard him say, okay? And I think it's a rare find. It's unlikely that you'll hear it so I thought a video on this is warranted, okay? So what he's saying, just by sitting, you're already a Buddha, okay? In the Zen tradition, it is believed that the very act of sitting is enlightenment. The sitting is everything, okay? And let me explain what this means. So Thich Nhat Hanh, he said that he gave these amazing examples. He said that in the English language, we say some very funny things, okay? For example, we say that the rain is falling, okay? The rain is falling. Now, he says when you look deeply into it, the falling is the rain. There is no separate rain and separate falling, right? It's water. There is no separate rain and separate falling. The falling is the rain. The falling is the rain. Does that make sense? I'll give you another example. So he said that similarly, we say something else like the wind is blowing, okay? And when you think about it, what does that mean? The wind is blowing. The very fact that it is blowing is why we call it wind. The very fact that it's blowing is why it is wind. Otherwise, it's just air. So the blowing is the wind. There is no separate blowing and separate wind. The blowing is the wind. You understand? So the rain is the falling, okay? The wind is the blowing. There is no separate things. In the same way, he says that the Buddha is the sitting. Okay? So he says that when you are sitting, basically, you are a Buddha. This means that the very act of sitting meditation, the very act of sitting in that intention, there is no separate sitting and separate Buddha. Just the act of sitting already makes you a Buddha. Already makes you a Buddha. And why is this? Okay, if it still doesn't make sense, let me explain why is this. This is because if you sit in the right way, and I don't mean posture, I mean the intention. If you sit with the intention that I'm sitting because I want to sit, there is nothing to become, there is nothing to do, there is nowhere to be. Just by sitting, I have already arrived. I am already complete. I am exactly where I need to be. I have arrived. And that means that you have reached the goal. You have arrived. You have arrived, right? So, you can think about it like this. In our life, everything that we do, whether you're trying to build a business or have kids or buy a car or XYZ, anything, the only reason we're doing it, when you really look into it, is because we feel it's going to make us feel a certain way. It's going to make us feel happy. It's going to make us feel peaceful, right? If we're doing it for the feeling, we want that, I'm at peace now. I've got what I wanted. I'm at peace, okay? So what we want is peace. What we want is peace, okay? Now, when you look at it practically, the time that you are the most peaceful is when you are in sitting meditation. There is nothing more peaceful than that. That is when you bring your body and all your energies and your awareness to one place. You feel very calm, you feel very at ease, you feel very connected, very centered, very peaceful. What you're looking for in life, in anything that you do, is peace. At the same time, the place where you will feel most peaceful is when you're sitting. So the sitting is the goal. The sitting is the goal. It should not be that I'm sitting for something. I'm sitting to become something, or I'm sitting to become liberated or to become enlightened. No. The very fact that you are sitting means that you have arrived. You are already free. You are already free. And this is why just by sitting, you are already a Buddha. Just by sitting, you are already a Buddha. I really hope this makes sense and motivates you to sit freely without any worries, leaving all your projects to the side. Just sit and enjoy the sitting. This is one of my favorite teachings from Thich Nhat Hanh. Thank you for listening. Namaste.